Okay, good morning everybody. It's Martin S51989 here, and I have some extremely good news to tell you, because this is another Dancing with the Stars video, and for this video, I can tell you that last night was the 2-hour season finale of Dancing with the Stars, and I can tell you this good news now, because the big thing I can tell you now is that Jennifer Grey and her professional dance partner Hough are the Dancing with the Stars Season 11 champions. So I am very proud of them for them winning, and besides, Jennifer and Derek were pretty much one of my favorite couples ever since the first week of the competition. Because after I saw their first dance, I knew they would become potential favorites to win. And it's a good thing Jennifer really did Dancing with the Stars very well this season, and I think one good reason why she wanted to do Dancing with the Stars for this season is because that since it had been 1 year since Patrick Swayze had passed away, and since both Jennifer Grey and Patrick Swayze were both in that movie Dirty Dancing, which we know when Jennifer Grey played Baby in that, because Jennifer was saddened about Patrick Swayze's death, and because it had been a year, Jennifer decided that she would go on Dancing with the Stars so that she could do this in tribute and memory of Patrick Swayze, and she did. In fact, she even shared those emotions about it in the first rehearsal when dancing with Hough, because in their first dance, when they did a Viennese waltz, it was to one of the songs from Dirty Dancing, in which the song was none other than Otis Redding's big hit, good song, one of his biggest hits, the song These Arms of Mine, which it ended up becoming the highest scoring dance of the first week of the competition, in which Jennifer and Derek got 24 out of 30 judges' points, getting free eights, and that song was, after all, These Arms of Mine, also, because they liked it so much, it also was their favorite dance of the season as well, since they also reprised it last night, in which they got the perfect score of 30 out of 30. Yet Jennifer became a big favorite, even having some good scores. Well, it was 24 for the first 3 weeks, and then Jennifer really had another big dance in week 4 during acoustic week. Jennifer and Derek did another great dance when it was scored for both performance and technique, in which they did their Argentina Tango, which for the scores they got 27 for technique, which was 3 9s from the judges, 27 out of 30, and for their performance, that's when they got the first 10s of season 11, which they ended up getting 29 out of 30 for their performance, which is fantastic, as the 10s came from Carrie Ann and Bruno. Len still commonly can give lower scores a bit, since of being the head judge, since he is specific, but still that's good. After that Argentina Tango, but then Jennifer and Derek started to go a little bit downhill for the next 2 weeks. Their TV-themed week dance to the Frank Sinatra song Love and Marriage, which was also the theme to the show Married with Children. And at least it was a good dance, getting 25 out of 30, but they ended up being a little bit in jeopardy, but still were safe. But their worst dance, week 6 was Jennifer and Derek's worst dance, because their worst dance during the Rock Week was doing their Paso Doble to Pink's song So What, and for that Argentina Tango, I forgot to mention Carrie Ann Anabi even said the words, "That was amazing!" Pretty good. Of course, Carrie Ann also said something for that Paso when she said, "Carrie Ann, you need to calm down a little bit." But yeah, Jennifer, you need to calm down a bit. But yeah, it was kind of bad. Jennifer and Derek only got 20 out of 30 for their Paso, and ironically, they were in jeopardy, and they ended up being the last couple to be called safe, because that was the week when Audrina Patridge and Tony Dovolani got eliminated. But yet, after that, Jennifer was able to get some redemption with first a big tango, which I can't remember. I think it got 27. I'm not too sure. And then that was in week 7, and then week 8, Week 8 finally saw the first perfect score of the season, because Jennifer and Derek got a perfect 30 for their rumba, which 3 10s from the judges. And then perfection continued a bit. Because then it was nothing but perfection for the last 2 weeks, getting 60 out of 60 for the 2 dances in week 9, and then in night 1 of the season finale they ended up doing another paso, which was the judges' redemption dance, and this time they did the paso less rocking, and their paso was more to Charlotte Church's rendition of the popular soprano aria habanera from Bizet's opera Carmen, but also adding a little drum room, but which this was, of course, that had been used in a paso before in Dancing with the Stars back in season 8 when Giles Marini had danced to it with Cheryl Burke, but I know I didn't see that season. But with that paso, they were, Jennifer and Derek were really finally nailed it this time, and it was good. Then and they also got a perfect 30 for their freestyle dance when dancing to the Contours' big 1962 hit song, Do You Love Me? Which that was also used in Dirty Dancing as well, and Jennifer wanted to pick this song instead of the Oscar-winning I've Had the Time of My Life from the film, but still picking that song, it's still good, and perfect 30 for that. As I mentioned, the perfect 30 for when they reprised the These Arms of Mine, and for the instant cha-cha-cha, they got the highest score. They didn't get perfection for that last night, but Bruno did give them a 10. 10 for the dance, getting 28 out of 30, which is still fantastic indeed. And as I said, I am pretty happy that Jennifer and Derek have won, but there's another big thing. With Derek Hough, this also marks a little Dancing with the Stars history, because Derek Hough is also the first 3-time champion of Dancing with the Stars, because his previous 2 other championships that Derek won, he won in season 7 when he danced with Brooke Burke, which ironically now Brooke Burke is also the current co-host of the show, when he co-hosts along with our legendary Haverhill, Mass native, or say hometown native Tom Bergeron. And of course that was good season 7, and the other other championship Derek had, season 10, winning with Nicole Scherzinger. And in fact, with Derek Hough, he's also the 3rd professional dancer to win back-to-back seasons. Because the last dancer it was the first time in a while that it happened, because the last dancer that also won back-to-back sister seasons on Dancing with the Stars before Derek was Derek's sister, Julianne Hough. Because Julianne won it with both Apollo Antonono and Elio Castroneves and all this. Of course, the other professional dancer to win back-to-back seasons was Cheryl Burke, winning season 2 with Drew Lachey and season 3 with Emmett Smith. That was, that was fun. Fun for those. And Derek, I think, with his finals record in all seasons that Derek Hough has made the finals, he has won it, winning, and now that means he has the best record now in finals at 3-0. And the only one to win in the finals 3 times, because that finals also meant Mark Ballas also suffered his first loss, dropping him to 2-1. But for Derek Hough, still a good dancer indeed. I think he has the best choreography of all the male dancers, and that's why Derek Hough seems to go so far in many seasons. So, congratulations, Jennifer Grey and Derek Hough, season 11 champions. I was with you all season long, and you had a lot of fun, and once again, congratulations on winning the Mirror Ball Trophy. So there you go. Well, that does it for this video, and I'll see you all again for my next video, which I'll do my comparison of 2 different DVD versions of Beauty and the Beast. So stick around for that, why don't you?